what would you say about the night in the hut?
Oh my god! I didn't realise there were so many people made it up to the 8.5 station, but there were just rows and rows of like big beds that just could fit like 4 people on, and you'd end up just like sleeping next to people you didn't know, and it was all a bit weird and.
It's very expensive.
Very expensive.
We paid 6,500 yen each for the night. That's over £40. You're sleeping on. It's like a hard wooden thing with a blanket on it, and then you've got another blanket. Danny and I were basically sharing a bed, and then either side of us were sort of people squished against us. I think I slept for about 5 minutes because it was just so uncomfortable, and I really needed a pee, and obviously couldn't afford one, so I went anyway and just put like a little tiny coin in, because they have coin boxes, but no one can actually see how much money you're putting in. As long as you put something in and it makes a little jingly sound, it's good enough. But it's better than, you know, peeing on the mountain or peeing on the bed. So I didn't feel that bad about cheating out of my pee. And let's face it, I paid £40 to sleep in what was effectively hell. I should at least be allowed to go to the toilet. It's about 8.5 hours it would take to get up to station 8.5, 7 hours to get down. So we obviously came down pretty early.
Yeah, must have done.
So it was...
After being woken up at like 1 o'clock by everyone scrambling out there.
Yeah,
I don't know. Something up the mountain apparently.
Yeah, the big thing in Japan is to see the sunrise in Mount Fuji. I can tell you one thing, the sun doesn't rise at 1:30 in the morning. Stupid pricks, go back to sleep and shut up. Not that I could sleep, but that's not the point. Now that we've done it, we can tell you, if you want to climb Mount Fuji from the base, you need to go, from Tokyo, you need to go to Shinjuku Station and get the Chuo line to Otsuki. From Otsuki, get another train to Fujiyoshida. Now that train is a private railway. It's not run by Japanese Rail, so if you do have a Japanese Rail pass, the travelling pass, you can't use it and you have to pay for it. It was just under 1,000 yen, I think, for that. From Fujiyoshida Station, you can then talk to a pleasant lady in the information thing, and she'll give you a map. And you start from the station, which is at about 800 metres, and you basically can just go straight to the top. If you want to climb from the 5th station, you need to go to Kawaguchi.
Freaking pussy.
Yeah, quite frankly. And from Kawaguchi you can get a bus up to the 5th station, which is at 2,300 metres, and climb from there. If you're climbing from the base, a word of warning on the first 4 stations. They're not so much unmanned as completely fucking derelict. There's nothing there. They're fallen down buildings. You're not going to get food, water, or even shelter. There are some interesting shrines, which are quite nice to look at, but when you've not eaten much, you really couldn't give a shit about seeing another shrine. And I think that's all the information we need to give on climbing Mount Fuji. It's good fun. If you are going to do it, and you are a fit person and you've done a few mountains, do it from the bottom, because you'll feel so much better especially when you walk past all the people who've only been climbing it for an hour and you've been climbing it for 6, and you still walk past them all. It feels really good. However, it's quite a frustrating mountain because there are a lot of people on there. It's not at all challenging, technically wise. It's just long, but it feels good when you've done it, and it feels even better when you've eaten a McDonald's and had a bath afterwards.
Juicy chicken McDonald's, fantastic.
So there you go, that's all that we can give you about climbing Mount Fuji. If you do it, good luck and have fun and take lots of pictures.
We have to stop eating at McDonald's.
That we must. That we must. What? Alright then. Welcome to Osaka. This is our brand new hotel room. Well, room is probably stretching it quite far. It's interesting, the toilets are even more impersonal than the last place we were. Though this time we have bunk beds, which is fantastic. This is more of a slightly traditional, I suppose, Japanese hotel. They have a shared bath, which I assume we all get in together. They've also got slippers for children's feet, which is useless when you've got nice strapping man-size 11, 10 feet, and these little Japanese size 3 things are useless. And they've got them in the toilet as well, so you have like slipper toilet slippers, but you wear them, but your heel kind of hangs over the side, dragging on the floor where all the pee is. It's not really that pleasant. It's really hot here, and we've got to the point where we've now run out of clothes. The last hotel had a laundry service, but we were too busy climbing a mountain to really take advantage of it. So Danny's wearing a jumper, and apparently it's quite warm in there.
It's quite hot.
We've had a look at all our clothes from when we climbed the mountain, and they're all kind of crusty and sort of like solid boards. So they're washing downstairs at the moment, and hopefully people won't steal them. I get the impression this is the kind of hotel where people would steal your stuff. We're in the Hotel Chuo, and it's very cheap. I paid for it with like change in my wallet, so that's something. Don't pick your nose.
Don't pick my nose.
You're picking your nose on the camera, dude. People are going to see this. Okay, so this is it. We're in Osaka. Hopefully we'll show you something interesting. If there's anything interesting here. I get the impression that the best thing to do in Osaka is to leave it. So, Danny, what's the best thing to do in Osaka?
Well, if you like reading books, stay in your hotel room.
Anything else you'd recommend?
Well, this what I read from here, Shinsekai or whatever it is. For something completely different, take a walk through this retro entertainment district, and at the heart you'll find a crusty old tower. Great! What was the other one that we found?
Crusty old tower. What else does this amazing city have?
Oh yeah, Kita. Come to Kita. Well, Kita doesn't have any great attractions.
That's the whole north of the city, isn't it?
Yeah. To detain the traveller, it does have a few good department stores.
Yay!
Oh, this is a wonderful place.
Did you hear that?
Hear it? I could fucking see it.
When you hear them sirens, come here. I can hear them sirens, come here. Better run when you hear them sirens, come here. I can hear them sirens, come here.
We finally found something interesting in Osaka. A big fake castle made of concrete.